It's the Friday of Castle Combe. I'm over at Swindon here with Pete Tye. We've got Calcifer, also known as IKEA, and well, we're heading off to Castle Combe now. So if you look at that on a map and think we're not using the 419 and we're not using the M4, well, I know we're not using the M4 anyway. Yeah, it's time to get off to Castle Combe. It's about 30 miles. We'll see how we get on. Pete and Ash drove for the first couple of hours, and then we swapped over with Chris taking the levers and me taking the wheel for the next session. Big thanks to Faith for doing the camera recording as well. Chris and I did a couple of hours, and then we handed back to Pete and to Ash again. So, bit of an update. I've always said we have to show the bad as well as the good. Well, this is the bad side to it. We've got to the top of this hill, only probably 5 or so miles away from Castle Combe, and we've had a breakdown. Now, the suspicion at the moment is that the oiler has come off the big end and has spun round and got caught between the crank, and there's a clack valve at the top of the boiler, and it's not that, so it's certainly loose. Suspect it may be broken, but we had an immediate amount of pressure being lost, so we've had to desperately drop the fire out the engine. We've now got the steam to the injector, got steam to the injector, just letting the remaining pressure out the boiler, because we don't want to touch this clack valve and investigate it any further whilst it's at high pressure. So yeah, we're in the middle of traffic control as well, just because we're on a bit of a bend, and it's not a great place to have stopped really, but it is what it is. So we've got Roger down there with a red flag, a red warning flag, just getting people to slow down, and we're directing traffic through it. And once it's got a bit cooler, we'll come up with a plan. So there's a plan. The great thing about being at a steam rally is that there's always somebody with a f***ing great toy, and this Scammell is one of those toys. So we've got the Scammell, we've got the roller there. Trouble is that the headstock on the roller is quite delicate. You can't attach anything to the front and pull it. There is nothing on the front, so you can't tow a roller. So what we've done is we've split the trailers from the roller, and the idea is that the Scammell is going to go in the middle, so we are going to push the roller using the Scammell, so a push pole on the front of the Scammell going to the roller, and then we're going to put the trailers on the back of the Scammell for the final 5 miles back to Castle Combe. So that's the idea. We're just waiting now for a push pole to come through from Castle Combe. That's on the rally site, and then we'll be all right. Right, so we're all hooked up. And I think we are ready to set off for the site. It's going to be quite an arrival, that's for sure. Well, this is a first for me, certainly, and not something you see very often. So we're at the front of this little train. We've got the Aveling roller that's being pushed by the Scammell. Then we've got the coal and water trailer, and behind that we've got the living van. So we're 4 units long with this gorgeous Scammell powering the whole lot. And we've now got about 4 miles to go until we get to Castle Combe. We're going to make a hell of an entrance, that's for sure. We made it, we're here!
Wait.
I love it, new people issue. This camera's on its way.
And now it's time to introduce you to Chimera. Congratulations to those of you that got it right. Yes, I did buy the 6-inch McLaren from Legacy Vehicles from Tom, and here she is.
Thank you. So we're at Castle Combe Rally. It's Saturday afternoon. I've been Well, it's been a busy morning because I've been exploring the new engine and really haven't put a lot of time into to taking any videos, but we'll fix that tomorrow. But at the moment, I've handed my engine over, so up ahead, Jay and Luke are on Chimera, the McLaren, and I'm on the back of the Apprentice, and we're heading to the arena. And this is Elliot. Elliot, say hi.
Hi.
We'll go next to you.
And as we have a look down the lineup of engines on the Saturday at Castle Combe, I just want to give a bit of reassurance around Calcifer. Obviously there was a fairly traumatic failure and it turned out to be a fracture right the way across the base of the clack valve on the top of the boiler that was releasing steam at boiler pressure. Once Calcifer was back on site and cold, Pete managed to get a spare clack valve fitted on Saturday morning, and Calcifer was back in steam that day. So whilst it was traumatic at the time, it was rectified. The original clack valve still needs to be repaired because the replacement is only on loan, but actually it's great to know that it's nothing more serious than that. So great for Pete that the engine is back, and I'm hugely grateful for him for inviting me along for the day on Friday. Thanks for joining me at Castle Combe. I will have more footage of Chimera. We're out next weekend at the Cotswold Festival Steam, the GWR Railway. So if you're heading down, do come and say hello, and I'll get some more footage of Chimera then. See you next time on Steam on the Road.